Welcome everyone to Moon Magic Tarot, and today's pick a card is all about the next time they see you. What will happen when you see each other again, and how will you feel? Before I get started, I just want to remind you that I do offer private readings on my Etsy shop, and I'll be leaving the link in the description down below if you want to check that out. And so let's get started here. Today we have 3 groups, and we have here group 1, group 2, and group 3. So go ahead and pick whichever deck calls to you the most. Welcome group 1. So before we get started, I do want to remind you that I have private readings that I offer on my Etsy shop, and that's linked in the description down below. Okay, and also thank you for giving this video a like and subscribe for more pick a cards like this. So let's go ahead and find out about the next time that they see you. And I've gone ahead and pre-shuffled the cards, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so the first card up is the Lovers. No, I'm sorry, Sacred Union, but it does remind you of the Lovers a lot. So this is how your person is coming through. They are coming through as the Sacred Union. All right, so the first thing I see with this card is that this person might be a soulmate for you. They might be someone also that you've maybe perhaps in the past have shared an intimate moment with, and there's a lot of attraction and passion surrounding this person. So you may feel very, very strongly about them. They may be somebody who is in general very passionate and full of life, very romantic and sensual. And they're also coming through as someone with a lot of vitality, perhaps very creative, with a great imagination. They have a very intense or dramatic way of expressing themselves, I'm seeing. And they have a passion for life, like a zest for life. And I'm getting the sense that when you look at them, you feel a spark within you, and that spark makes your heart come alive. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue here. All right, so next up we have the World, the Devil, and the 9 of Wands. So with the World here, there is a sense of completion, and when you see them again, there will be this feeling of happiness and fulfillment. I'm getting that this meeting won't be planned, like if you're going to bump into each other by coincidence, but it's going to be a really happy surprise when you bump into each other. You'll really be happy to see each other again. For many of you, this meeting may be the result of travel or some kind of journey or trip. And with the World card, I also see that this confirms what I was saying before, that they may be a soulmate. And so with the Devil card here, this is pointing to a lot of passion upon this meeting, with a little hint of obsessiveness of just how much passion and attraction exists between the two of you. You might be coming together in the physical sense, perhaps even sleeping together. Because this card is saying there are some very powerful sexual urges here. Okay, And it confirms what I see with the Sacred Union card, that the next time you see each other, there's going to be this overwhelming urge to be physical, because this mutual attraction and pull is something that neither of you can really control. There's definitely a lot of lust and temptation surrounding this meeting. And with the Nine of Wands, it confirms that you'll be caught off guard the next time they see you. So it's definitely going to be a surprise. And this meeting is definitely, it's not a planned one. When you see each other, when they see you, you'll be completely defenseless against their charms and your attraction for them. Overall, I'm getting that the next time they see you, neither of you will be able to hold back. I see a whirlwind of emotions, lust, uncontrollable attraction. Like there's this fervor and this hunger inside of you that only the other person can satisfy. And I also felt to caution you, if you do sleep together and you don't want a pregnancy, be sure to use protection, because this this passionate coming together, it can very well lead to a pregnancy. So if that's something that you do not want, you know, for some of you, this is a caution that I felt to give you. All right, so let's continue on and see how they are going to feel about this meeting. Okay, so here we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. So, with the Eight of Swords, this indicates a feeling trapped. And so I think that this is something that I was feeling before. When I saw the Devil card, I was getting this sense of cheating, like if they were cheating on someone. But now with this card of feeling trapped, I'm kind of getting that picture again, that you know, your person is in a relationship with someone else, and when they see you, they're going to feel trapped by this relationship, this other relationship that they're in. So and you know, with the Four of Cups, I see, you know, this is a card of not being satisfied. So I don't think they're not satisfied in this other relationship. They are disillusioned, and seeing you has made them realize that they can't continue in that other relationship. They can no longer commit to this other person now that they realize how apathetic their feelings towards them have been. Because now they see you and they feel all this stuff coming alive in them, and they realize, wow, you know, this other person does not make me feel this way. And so with the Two of Wands, it actually came out reversed. And it confirms the Four of Cups. They are disillusioned with their current relationship, and seeing you has made them realize that they cannot continue that relationship. They can't commit to this person anymore because of just how they feel about you. Okay. Next up, we have from the Moonology deck, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So this card shows that you are able to communicate with each other on a very deep level. You really understand each other. You can just talk to each other for hours on end. And so this connection that you feel isn't just a physical attraction. It's an intellectual one as well, a mental connection that draws you in as well. Your person feels like they can tell you anything, even their deepest, darkest secrets, and you'll understand them. And perhaps you feel the same way about them too. And with this card, I also see a lot of flirting surrounding this meeting. And I think that when they see you, they will be able to tell you exactly how they feel about you. So for those of you who this person that you're going to see next, if they haven't told you how they felt about you, they will in this meeting. And you know, during this meeting you may have a very long conversation with each other, you know, get to know each other even more than you already do. So although I see very strongly a very physical aspect to this meeting, there's also a very mental one, a very spiritual one as well with this communication card. All right, so now we have the Mountain, okay? And this card, the first thing that I think about when I see this card is how immovable a mountain is. No matter what, you can't shake these feelings for each other. Just like a mountain, you can't move a mountain. You cannot change these feelings. I don't see that these feelings are going to be changing anytime soon. And it's as if this meeting will cement those strong feelings. And mountains also symbolize obstacles, and I see that if this person is currently in a relationship, it will be an obstacle. It's your choice whether you want to climb that mountain or not. With this card, you're being advised to see things from a different perspective, perhaps even asking the advice of someone close to you that can maybe look at things from a different perspective than your own, you know, before moving forward. Especially if it's, you know, a complicated situation where this person is, you know, maybe married. You know, it depends on your particular situation. So that's why you're being advised to seek to really think things through, even though you feel this great passion, you know, for each other. So last but not least, we have from the Whispers of Love Oracle, we have receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So this card tells me that there will be a lot of expressing and showing how you feel when you see each other. Their words of love and feelings towards you will be very well accepted by you. And there will be a sense of mutual respect and admiration for each other. And you'll be very grateful that you ran into each other and that you got to spend this time together. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And thank you once again. Many blessings. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 2, to your reading to find out how they feel about you. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you I do offer private readings. If you're interested in that, my link to my Etsy shop is in the description down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. So let's get into it. How will it be when you see each other again? When they see you again, what's gonna happen? So I've gone ahead and pre-shuffled the cards, and I'll be bringing them out one by one. All right, so who is this person? This is how they're coming through. They're coming through with this card, the Mists of Avalon, and this is from the Mists of Avalon deck. All right, so this person, the first thing I can say is that they have a very enchanting presence. They may be very mysterious, and it's very difficult for you to see clearly what it is that they want. All right, so let's see what else we have here. So what's gonna happen when you see each other again? So first up, we have the Five of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups. Wow. All right, so with the Five of Cups, it makes me think that when you see this person, for some of you, It may be at a funeral. It doesn't have to be somebody that was very, very close to you, but it could be that you see them at a funeral. Or it may be a moment when you are grieving a loss. It doesn't have to be someone's death, but any kind of loss in life. And I see that for many of you, this is a kind of breakup. You'll see this person again when you have broken up with someone. Because with this Seven of Swords here, what I see is betrayal. Perhaps you broke up with someone because you were cheated on. And this is in the moment that you find yourself running into this person. But then we have the Two of Cups here, which is a very good omen, and so this tells me that when they see you, your heart might be broken from this past hurt and betrayal. But despite your broken heart and despite the betrayal and loss, your heart will be open to them. With this Two of Cups, there's an indication that this meeting might be planned. Perhaps it might be a date that you go on together. I see some of you talking on a small table at a restaurant or cafe, one of those little tables that only sits 2 people. And it seems to me that this meeting is going to be a really happy one, and you'll feel a very strong connection to each other. And there will be pleasant conversation and like a mutual understanding, and a sense that this might lead into a good partnership, this date. And with the Two of Cups, I also see that your heart is beginning to heal and open up to the possibilities of romance. So by this time, you'll be able to start getting over this betrayal that you've been through. All right. So next up we have the Fool, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Sun. Okay, so this is how they feel. And for your person with the Fool, this actually came out reversed, and I feel like this will be a very welcome meeting, because before they saw you, they were in maybe a bit of a rut. They had probably lost their enthusiasm and the spontaneity of life. And seeing you makes them see the world with a new perspective again. A new perspective that they didn't have before. It makes them feel alive again, like if anything is possible. With the King of Wands, it shows that you make them feel happy to be alive again, that they're excited and optimistic now. It's like seeing you really sparks them up. It's like you've lit a fire inside of them, reminding them what it's like to feel alive again. And with the Sun card, it just confirms everything. I mean, the Sun card is a really, really good omen, a really good card, a very happy card. So they're really, really happy to see you and spend time with you. And this card also, it tells me that they see a future with you. Okay, so next up we have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. All right, so with it being a new moon in Cancer, it makes me think of new things coming, but also family. And perhaps this indicates that there is a future with this person and the potential to start a family with them. And I actually thought of that when I was looking at the Sun. It just made me think that, that there's a family, a potential for family there, because the Sun card, it can be an indication of a pregnancy or having a son. And so that's why I had thought of that. But now with this card, it kind of confirms to me. And then we have the Sun under the Two of Cups as well. we have this woman lovingly holding this couple here, and then we have this woman lovingly holding her child. So I see marriage here. I see a marriage potential. I see a potential to start a family together. And this card, the Moonology card, New Moon in Cancer, it's also about opening up and letting someone get close to you. So for those of you who have had that broken heart, this is you healing from that and allowing the potential for love to come back into your life. All right. So here we have the next card up is Darkness from the Earthcraft Oracle. And I'll have a link to all these decks in the description down below in case you're interested. And this card, to me, it's a confirmation of the past hurts that you've lived through and the healing that needs to take place in your heart. And, you know, and it's funny that this one landed, that I put this one under the Mists of Avalon, because I see that this person, your person who you'll be seeing in this meeting, it's like if they are parting the veil to your heart. They are revealing you, opening you up again, and shining a light upon you, and like driving away this darkness. All right, so the last card up is Back to What You Love, Reevaluate Your Desires. Okay, so this is just the last confirmation of your healing journey, of you opening your heart to love again. In the beginning of the reading, we see you as someone who's really sad because you've been hurt and betrayed by someone that you gave your heart to. You don't want to be vulnerable again and let someone else crush you the way that the past relationship did. But you're also are opening yourself up to this again. And this other person, you know, they're coming alive. And because you make them come alive, they're also in turn helping you heal your heart. Because you make them better and they make you better. It's like you balance each other out and you meet each other's needs. So overall, this is a very good meeting. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really did enjoy this one. And thank you for watching this far. Have a good day or night. Many blessings to you. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 3. This is your reading to find out about when you next see them. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you that I do offer private readings. I have linked my Etsy shop in the description down below in case you're interested in a private reading. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Alright, so I've gone ahead and pre-shuffled the cards, and we're gonna go ahead and go through them one by one. Okay, so this first card, this is Bridget from the Mists of Avalon deck, and in case you're interested, the links for these decks will be in the description down below. All right, so this person, they're coming through as someone who's very fiery. They have a very fiery personality, very passionate, very radiant. They may be some sort of craftsman. They're artists of some kind, or build things for a living. They may be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They live their life with a lot of passion and enthusiasm. And creating things is very important to them. It's a very important part of their lives, whether it's an aspect of their career or a hobby that they pursue. They're also very good at motivating and inspiring people. So that's one of their gifts, that they motivate and they inspire people with that fiery passion of theirs. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have next here. All right, we have the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with this Two of Swords, I'm seeing this person again, it's going to be a choice. Perhaps this is a meeting that was planned. I don't think it's going to happen by chance that you just bump into them or something. Like it was a choice for you to, you chose to see them. With the Three of Pentacles, this meeting is going to have a sense of joy, and it's going to be very fruitful. Like something more is going to come out of this meeting. And so because this is the Three of Pentacles, when you see them, it may be a result of art or their craft that they do. Maybe perhaps you as well are in this field. Perhaps you work together, or you're starting a project together. A project where you're gonna work closely together. Another possibility is that when you see them again, you will be doing a creative activity together. Like for example, it makes me think of Color Me Mine, those places where you go and you choose like a cup or a plate or something and you paint on it, that kind of thing. It could be an example of an art-related activity that you might do together. Then we have the Nine of Swords, and this one actually came out reversed, and it seems that seeing them will be very, very good for you. I get this feeling that they're like a ray of sunshine, and they make you feel like there's a new dawn and start of something great. And you're gonna feel really hopeful about this relationship and the potential that it has. And I also see this meeting having like an effect to reduce your stress and anxiety. Like that time that you spend together is gonna help you like calm down and just relax in some way. Okay, next up, how do they feel about this meeting? So here we have the Six of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords and the World. Okay, so with the Six of Cups, I get this feeling that you're gonna make this person feel like a kid again. Your meeting is gonna help them tap into that feeling of wonder that we have when we're children. Like anything is possible. And also this meeting has a very light and playful air about it with this Six of Cups. So with the Ace of Swords here, I feel like because there's this return to childhood, there isn't a sense of the rational or the intellectual in this meeting. There's an essence of creativity instead of like that left brain thinking. And I think that perhaps their creativity was somehow blocked. Perhaps something like, writer's block. Not that they are writers and had writer's block, but something like that, if you know what I mean by writer's block. It's like they couldn't get their creative juices flowing, but then seeing this meeting with you kind of allows them to like tap back into that creative flow. Because that's why I feel that we have the World here. It's like they literally think the world of you. They feel a strong connection to you. And it's as if you're completing something within them, something that was missing. And perhaps you don't complete. I feel that Nobody should complete you. You are a complete person by yourself. But that's how they're gonna feel. They're gonna feel like you complete something. You're like a missing puzzle in their life that they needed. All right. So next up we have from the Moonology deck, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Okay, so this really indicates something that this card indicates that something has full potential. So you and them together, there's a lot of potential. There's a very positive omen for this meeting, like if it's the start of something great. Okay, next up we have the Spirit of the East from the Earthcraft deck. And this card represents new beginnings, but it also speaks of the air element, of thought and rational thinking. So I think that you're reminded here to lead with your mind and not your emotions. I can tell that this person has the type of energy where you can really get caught up in the moment and not think clearly. So you're being warned to always come back to rationality and to not lose yourself in this relationship. Sometimes it's just so easy to get caught up in the moment. So for some reason, you know, Spirit wants to warn you of that. But you know, this card with the air element, it really reminds me of honesty. So I think that honesty is going to play a big role in this meeting. Okay, so the last card that we have here is Speak the Language of Love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Okay, so there will be beautiful words said to each other in this meeting. This person is going to charm you basically with their words. I mentioned in the beginning that this person is an artist or a craftsman. So for some of you, I feel that this person is an author or writes for a living, or at the very least writes as a hobby. It can be anything. It could be blogging, writing poetry, writing novels, or just anything that has to do with working with words. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. It was very fun. Many blessings to you. Thank you again. Bye-bye.